Infamous Mob, Infamous Joel here. Give me the hashtag live, hashtag replay. Let me know when you're watching this. And in this video today, I'm going to show you how a $10 mop can actually make you rich. I know that's probably a really confusing sentence I just spoke into existence, but don't let it confuse you too much, okay? What I'm about to show you is going to start making a lot more sense, but it's something I kind of discovered. Let's get the hell out of this screen. It's something I discovered that really changed the hell out of my business, okay? And it really came during an NBA basketball game. I'm going to talk about that in a second, but this one secret, this one little, this understanding, this concept, this is something that's missing from so many online businesses out there. Probably your business. It was missing in my business too. And once I realized it, once I connected it and put it all together, just from a $10 mop, okay, it changed everything. It blew up my income. It changed everything overnight. It blew up the income of all my clients. So I'm just going to give this to you guys for free. So make sure you give me 5 to 10 minutes of your time. It's not going to take forever to, sit here and explain. But it's going to be extremely worth your time. So stick around to the end. And again, give me the comment down in the comment section below. Give me the hashtag live, hashtag replay to let me know when you're watching this. Because I do go back and I look at all the comments and the replays. And I see what you guys are talking about. Oh my goodness. I don't like to hear myself talk too much on here. So, all right. Now, this is one concept that kind of blew my mind, right? Not even kind of, really did blow my mind. So, I was watching a basketball game, right? I'm a basketball guy. If anybody knows me, they know I played high school basketball. I love basketball. I watch it all the time. Watch NBA ball all the time, especially playoff time, right? So, I just want to explain this concept, and it's going to be ridiculous, okay? If you don't have a premium offer, okay, either you don't have a premium offer or you're finding it kind of hard to sell one, right? There's premium offers out there. We've seen them, $1,000, $2,000, all the way to $10,000, $15,000 offers out there. The big gurus are pitching them. They're selling them. If you don't have one, it probably feels really tough to sell one. You're probably thinking to yourself, oh my God, like why would anybody pay me that much money at one time, right? Like no one's ever just took out their wallet, took out their credit card and handed me that much money all at once, right? It just seems ridiculous. It seems impossible, right? But I'm going to show you how a $10 mop is going to change your mind. A $10 mop. I'm talking about the ones you find at Walmart. Okay, it's going to change your mind. It's going to change the way you think about premium offers. Okay, so let's picture, I'm very bad at drawing. So anybody who's new to my drawings, I apologize. I'm terrible at them. So let's picture somebody who's, this is his hat. And he's like a janitor, right? He's like a janitor at a school, right? And he's like mopping the floors, right? He's mopping the floors. This is his little feet and everything. And he's grabbing this mop. Good Lord, terrible, right? So he's mopping the floor, and there's these puddles all over the floor. And how much would you say, give me a comment in the comment section down below, how much would you say this janitor at this school is making per hour or, per year? What's his salary? I'm going to take a swig of my coffee while you guys comment on that. Okay? Time's up, because honestly, I have no idea. I haven't had time to research this or anything. But let's just say this guy's making, I don't know, let's say he's making like $13 an hour. Something like that. That sounds fair to me. He's a high school janitor, and he's mopping up the floors. There's some spillage. There's, the bathroom, whatever. And he's going around mopping them up, right? Now, this story kind of begins, as I was watching an NBA basketball game. Okay, and I was thinking about my business. I was thinking about premium offers. I was thinking about raising my prices. I was thinking, man, at the time I had a really cheap offer. It was only like, I think $297 at the time. I'm like, how can I raise my price? How could I make it better? How could I get people to pay me more for my offer? And it was like super hard. I was like, how do I figure this out? But I was watching a basketball game, right? Let's take this guy away for a second. And I said to myself, okay, there's this guy. If you've watched enough basketball, my goodness, why did this pop up? If you've watched enough basketball like I have, you've noticed that there's these guys, okay? And this is going to look really funny, but there's these guys, right, on the sideline Kind of looks like he's wearing a dress, but he's really not. They're on the sideline and they're mopping up the floor, right? They're mopping up the floor in the game. They're kind of like NBA, floor mopper people, right? And I said to myself, man, that'd be a kind of a cool job to have, right? Like they're out there, they're mopping up all the sweat. If you've watched the basketball, you've seen them run out on the floor, right? And like, LeBron James is like, this is his big head, right? He's like running out and he's this is gonna be so horrible. I'm sorry, LeBron, if you're watching this, LeBron, right? He's number 23 and he's running around, he's playing basketball and whatnot. And he's got the worst looking feet I've ever seen. And he's running around here. These are his hands. And so so you have to think about it. This guy who's mopping the floor, right? Mopper, let's call him Mr. Mopper. I'll call him NBA. NBA Mopper, right? He's running around mopping the floor. If you've watched the game, they dart out into the game, right? In the middle of a game, like in between plays, and they're mopping up the floor because the players are sweating. Man, they're running up and down the floor. They're exhausted, right? So they sweat. And sweat causes a lot of spillage all over the floor, right? So these moppers run out there in the NBA and they mop up the floor, right? They dry it up for the NBA game. Now, I want you to think of this. Because remember in our previous example, we said, that high school janitor who's mopping up floors, he's probably making about $13 an hour. And I'm going to give you a second while I take another swig of my coffee. How much do you think that the NBA floor mopper is making? I'll take a second here. Okay, so the answer is, and you're going to be surprised, right? It's anywhere from $60K, right? $60,000 to $90,000, depending on the team, the circumstances, you name it. Now think about that. This guy is a mopper, just like the high school janitor. But he's making about 3 times that high school janitor's salary for doing the exact same thing. And I want you to ask yourself, give me a comment in the comment section down below. Give me your thoughts. Why is that? Why is the NBA mopper making a lot more money than the high school janitor who's mopping? Why is that? Knowing this is the secret to premium offers and selling your premium offer online. If you're a coach, you're an affiliate, you're a course creator, you want to raise your prices, you need to understand this concept. And this is a freebie. I'm just giving this away. It's crazy. Okay? You're going to take away from this training and make more than probably the $10,000 offers out there that, big gurus are charging. Okay? So, go ahead. Give me a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know. What's the difference here? Why is he making so much more? This NBA guy. Swigging my coffee while I wait. Giving you time in the comments. Go ahead. All right. Time is up. And you guys probably answered some of this. You probably are kind of on to what I'm putting down here. The situation, right? This is the NBA. Just think about the pain. The level of pain. NBA pain. Right? All cost is associated to pain. All value is associated to pain. With pain, I should say. One does not exist without the other. The high school janitor mopping the floors, there's not much pain there. They can get anybody to mop those floors. Right? They can get a robot to mop the floors. It's not a big deal. The NBA mopper is in the middle of an NBA basketball game with millions of people watching, with LeBron James running up and down the court. Can you imagine if this mopper right here, can you imagine if this guy doesn't exist or he's not doing his job, he's not on point, and there's too much sweat on the floor? LeBron James is going to slip, right? He's going to slip, he's going to fall, he's going to get injured. The NBA's ratings depend on LeBron James. I'm just using him as an example. There's a lot of other great players, right? I'm not kind of trying to get into a basketball debate. But just imagine he takes the game-winning shot and he misses because he slipped on the floor. Because there was a puddle of sweat right there and he slipped and he fell. That can't happen. That can't happen. The NBA cannot allow the sweat on the floor, of the basketball court to affect the game. It's huge. It's very important. It's vastly more important than the janitor, mopping up the bathroom at the high school. Way more important. There's a lot on the line. So in order for you guys to raise your prices, a lot of times, you want to raise your price, a lot of times you really don't even have to change what you do. A lot of times you have to change who you do it for and what pain they're going through. What pain are they going through? What can you solve for them that's very important to them? Very important, right? I'll give you another sports example. If the neighborhood kids come around and they offer to mow your lawn, you'll probably pay them 10, 20 bucks, right? No big deal. Anybody could cut grass. What does the NFL pay for the grass cutters before game day when they come out and they mow the grass, right, of the NFL football game and stadium and team? Probably a lot more, I'm willing to bet. Much more important job. Much more is at stake. So when you sit down and you brainstorm your premium program, maybe you have one and it's not selling like you really want, think about, who is this for? Is the problem that I solve important enough for them to really, it's no brainer that they're going to invest? This is life or death. This is huge. If not, it might be time to reposition your offer. It might be time to tweak your offer in a way that commands a higher price. And if you want my help with commanding a higher price, creating a premium offer, then give me a comment down below and say I'm in, and I'll reach out to you and we'll talk about working together. With that being said, that's pretty much all I got. So again, give me a hashtag live, hashtag replay. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for giving me a few minutes of your time. And I hope that was really valuable. Whether you choose to work with me or not, I hope that gave you a big takeaway. It's like, that's what I want to do. I need to do that. It was big. I figured it out myself. And I was watching basketball, just hanging out with the fiance. And I said, wait a minute. Why does that guy make way more money than like a janitor? He's just mopping the floor. But once it all clicked, I realized that's where value comes from. All value. Whether it's at a job, whether you're selling a knick-knack, whatever it is. All value comes from pain and who you're serving. All right, so with that being said, I'm the infamous Joel, and I'm out.